In this video, I am going to discuss with you about constructor, commonly asked interview questions around constructor. So here we will go through some examples and some of the coding questions, and we will see the concept around constructor, how constructor is created and how constructor is be called, and what are the concepts around those constructor we will see. So the first question is, what is a constructor in Java? Constructor, resembles like it's constructing something. So constructor basically used in the creation of object creation. Object is nothing but instance. So constructor uses in the process of creating a instance. So it used for initializing the instance variables. And constructor name, whatever name we cannot give. So whatever the class name, the same class name will be used for constructor, and we can overload the constructor. And if you don't provide any constructor, then Java compiler will provide a default constructor. That is nothing but a constructor without any arguments. That is called default constructor. We will go through some of the examples, Java interview questions, and we'll see. Yeah, let's go to next question. So what is the output of the following question? So here we have one class, and inside that class we have one main method, and the main method is creating one instance and assigning to a reference obj, and this instance is being created with no argument constructor, default constructor, and it is printing some print statement main method. Okay, and if you see here, we have one constructor, but it's not a default constructor. This is parameterized constructor, and it is printing something. But we are creating a instance using default constructor. What will happen here? In our class, we don't have a default constructor, but we are trying to create an instance using default constructor. Generally, if you won't provide any constructor, Java compiler will provide a default constructor, but you already provided a constructor which is parameterized constructor. So Java compiler won't provide any constructor, and this code leads to a compilation problem because it couldn't find a no argument constructor. So answer would be compilation error, compile time error. Next question is, what is the output of following program? So it is also similar. It has a class foo and it has a main method. Inside main method, we are creating a instance using a new keyword, and this is being called parameterized constructor. Okay, and we are printing some println statement print. So here we have something look like a constructor. Its name looks same as constructor name, class name, but it has a return type. So this is not a constructor, this is a method with the name of class. So there is no problem writing something like this. This is a bad practice, but still we can write code something like this. So this is a method, and we are expecting a parameterized constructor, and there is no parameterized constructor here. If we are calling a code with the default constructor, probably that is fine because Java compiler provides a default constructor, but we are calling a instance using parameterized constructor, and we don't have parameterized constructor, so it leads to a compilation issue. Yeah, to correct this program, either we need to remove this property and create instance, or we need to provide a parameterized constructor. Those are the two solutions we can follow. Or if you think this is the incorrect method, then remove this return type so that this is become a parameterized constructor. Yeah, either of these solutions works. Otherwise, it's a compilation problem. what is the output? So here main method has a uh, object creation using a default constructor, and it is printing 2. Okay, now we are calling similar to previous example, we are calling this uh, creation of object using default constructor. And here again this is a not a constructor, and yeah, this is a not a constructor. This look like a constructor, parameterized constructor, but this is not a constructor. This is a method because it has a return type of void. So what will happen in this case? We already discussed, like if we don't have any constructor and if we are not providing anything, Java compiler provides a default constructor that is nothing but no argument constructor, and we are also creating an instance and trying to use no argument constructor. So the code compiles properly, and in this first line we have created instance is going to use the default constructor, and even though we didn't provide any default constructor, Java compiler provides. So this code compiles properly. So first line is not going to print anything, and second line we are printing 2. So output and yeah, answer would be 2. Yeah, if it is a constructor without void, then it is a constructor, then it would be leads to a problem, compilation issue, because this is a parameterized constructor and we are expecting a default constructor, but this is not a constructor, this is a method. So this is not going leads to a problem. Instead, Java compiler already providing a default constructor for us, as we don't have any constructor. The code compiles properly and prints true. Let me go to next question. What is the output of following program? So here we have a class foo and we have constructor foo and it's printing 3, and we have a class bar and extending foo class. So we are trying to utilize the functionality of foo in the bar class by extending that class, and bar class also have a constructor and it's printing 2, and both constructors are default constructors. And in our main method, the first line printing 1 and second line we are creating an instance for a bar using a default constructor. We are not providing any parameters. So what will happen? So we are creating constructor, so bar constructor trying to be called. So this is going to execute. So while executing, it is extending some other classes. So what will happen? So compiler Java code will be called of superclass default constructor. So here the first line of subclass constructor, superclass constructor will be called. For example, how it will be called is using the super keyword, super of default. So small s, something like this it will be called. If you decompile our Java file and if you see, we can find something like this even though we didn't write anything here. The very first line it will be called superclass constructor, and after execution of all superclass constructors, yeah, so this superclass constructor will be called, and in superclass constructor first line will be again super. So here there is no superclass constructor, so it will be going to call object class constructor, and all instances are over, then our actual constructor will be executed. So in our case, the first line will be 3 will be printed. After that, bar constructors method 2 will be printed, and before that we have 1. So answer would be 1. Yeah, this is the first line, so 1 will be printed, and here superclass constructor is called, so 3 will be printed, then here 2 will be printed. So answer is 132. This is the answer. Yeah. Next question is yeah, similar to this, we have a class foo, and foo has a constructor which is a parameterized constructor which is taking a int count and printing some output foo. And we have a bar class which is extending foo. So this is a child class for foo, and bar class has a constructor and it's printing bar. And in main method, this is the first line, we are printing main. So after that we are creating a constructor, we are creating the instance of bar and assigning to obj variable. What will happen in this line? Bar constructor should be called. So bar constructor we already discussed on first line, it's trying to call superclass constructor using super and without any arguments. So it will be something like this. Java code, it's trying to call superclass constructor and there is no superclass default constructor. So if you don't have default constructor, what will happen generally? Java compiler will provide a default constructor, but we already provided a parameterized constructor. So in this case, Java compiler doesn't provide any constructor. So it is going to lead a compilation issue. So this is compile time error. To correct this program, what we can do is we have to provide a default constructor, something like this, or we need to call superclass constructor with parameterized, as we have a only parameterized constructor. So we can provide something like this. We can call superclass constructor. So default constructor won't be called in this case, and compilation issue will be resolved. Otherwise, without this is a compilation error. Yeah. Next question, what is the output? So we have animal class, and animal class has a instance variable int uid assigning with 10 default value, and constructor, animal constructor has assigning uid with 20, and we have one more constructor which is a parameterized constructor, and that parameter is animal type only, animal reference only it is taking. And here it is assigning application. We have two constructors, one is a default constructor, other one is a parameterized constructor. And coming to main method, so here we are creating a animal instance, that is animal 1. Let's see what will happen here. Animal 1 and without any argument, so this will be called, and this is assigning uid to 20. So uid will be 20 here for animal 1. And coming to animal 2 instance is creating by passing animal 1 reference. In this case, the parameterized constructor will be called, and animal 1 object is passing here, and animal 1 dot uid, that is nothing but 20 will be passed and 20 assigned to here, 20 assigned here. And again, animal 1 uid is modifying to 30, animal 1. So this id will be uid become 30. And here what we are doing, we are printing animal 1 uid and animal 2 uid. Animal 1 uid is updated to 30, so 30 will be printed in first case. So 30, and animal 2 uid. Animal 2 uid is already been assigned with animal 1 uid, that is 20. Here the 20 previously been assigned, so that value won't be changed even though animal 1 uid is changed, because that assignment operation is already performed and 20 is assigned to uid of this object, animal 2 object. So animal 2 dot uid became 20. So answer would be 30 and 20. Can we use abstract final static keywords before a constructor? Yeah. So the answer is no. We cannot use abstract, final, or static keywords before a constructor, because constructor is a not a method. This is not a member of class. This is a special type. This is used for creating instances. This is used in the process of creating instances or objects. This is used for initializing. So the class name and constructor name is same, but this behavior is not same with method. So like methods, we can give abstract or final static keywords, but this is not a method, so we cannot give abstract, final, or static. If we provide, it leads to a compilation issue. So answer is no. Next question, can we use public, private, protected, default keywords? Yeah, we can use these keywords. These are access specifiers to specify the access. Suppose we want to hide that class from others, so we can provide a private so that nobody can create instance for our class. Similar way, we can provide a protected or default. So those access specifiers we can provide. So answer is yes. Next question is we have a class main, and in main we have a main method public static void main, and here we are creating the instance of employee. Okay, let's say this is an employer class, and we are creating an instance for employee with the default constructor. That is fine. Even though there is no default constructor, Java compiler provides the default, so there won't be any compilation problem. And coming to this line, we are just trying to print system.out.println of object obj, nothing but employer. What will be printing here? Our class is empty, there is no methods, nothing. So answer is this nothing will be printed, or employer string will be printed, or runtime will be printed, runtime error, or some object? So answer would be like some object. So what object will be printed and how it will be printed? Whenever you are calling a system.out.println, you are passing some object. So here what will happen internally? It trying to call object.toString, and whatever the return type, that string will be printed. And we don't have a toString method inside our class. So what will happen? ToString is available at object class, and object class is super class for all classes, whatever classes we have created. Even though we didn't extend object, that implicit internally it is something like object. So object class has a toString, so that toString will be called. And if you see the definition and toString logic, it is printing class name and @ and it is printing hash code of that object in hexadecimal form. So that is written. So that is basically object name and @ some hash code in hexadecimal form. So this is the answer. Similar to previous one, there is slight difference. This is a main method, and here we are creating employer instance and trying to print that instance variable obj we are trying to print. In this case, we'll see we have a constructor, and constructor with employee ID assigned to 20, and here you can observe we have overridden toString method, and toString method is returning some class name, and inside this employee ID equal to this whatever the value, this dot employee ID, that is 20, it is printing. What will happen in this case? Similar to previous, it is object internally, like whenever we are trying to print object system.out.println of obj, that JVM trying to call obj.toString, and toString method is overridden in our class, that is in the employer class. So toString method of local class will be executed, and local class is returning class name and employee ID is called whatever value 20. So answer would be this one. class name and in brackets employee ID. Yeah. Yeah, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe my channel.